Final chapter. When was Yomiel's death? It was 10 years ago when the Temsik meteorite fell. We traveled back through time and now we're here at the scene of that death. The start of it all is about to replay itself. It's ready. Oh, that's what the plunger is. Hold it. Give it up. Do you really think you can outrun me? Eeh! Now just calm down and drop that weapon. Stay back. If you come any closer, I'll shoot her. Wait, am I going to prevent the meteorite from going in his body, which is going to prevent the entire cascade of this entire game? Is that what we're doing here? Wait, the cat's here too. Wait, you guys can't see it. It's behind me. Huh? Oh, a kitten. Shoo, you might get hurt. Wait, did a fragment go into the kitten too? Have I been the... Does that happen all this time? Oh. Never mind. Where'd the cat go? Are you okay? You're all right now. Are you hurt? You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Oh. Yeah, I'll unhide myself. So that's the Temsik meteorite, eh? It's beautiful looking at it from this angle. It changed all of our fates completely. We can't stop Temsik from falling from the sky. We might be able to protect you from that fragment and save your life. I don't know. What's the matter, Detective Jode? To be perfectly honest, I'm scared. If that meteor fragment doesn't get him, I'm pretty sure I would have shot him. We might not be able to change the fate of your dying. I can accept that. What I did is inexcusable. No matter how the future might change, that fact will never go away. If my fate is to die here, then I accept that. This will be our last battle against fate. Beyond that will be a new future. Okay, let's get started. Now, how are we gonna save you? If Lynn would just wander off somewhere, that would solve everything. When her sweet potato is almost ready, she's not gonna budge from that spot. But you know, it makes me wonder. A little girl all alone in the park, listening to music and roasting a sweet potato. What kind of childhood did this girl have? Doesn't everybody at least once in their day, doesn't everybody have at least one day in their life like that? Give her a break. Anyway, if Lynn won't budge from that spot, then we'll just have to have a fragment move instead. What in the world is this thing? Oh boy, you even forgot what a sweet potato is. It's a roasted root vegetable. It's good. Okay, but it looks like a plunger like that. There's nothing like them on a cold winter's day. They're sweet and they smell delicious. These guys sure are making me want to try one. Stay back! Or stay back! What are you doing? You're gonna hurt poor Miss Lynn's ears! I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. You really startled her. You made her drop her sweet potato. I know how much this girl loves her food, too. Anyway, at least her fate has changed, albeit ever so slightly. That counts as fate change? I mean, I guess it's a checkpoint. Okay, now I can get over here. Hey, who am I talking to? Oh, that's you. Oh, poor Miss Lynn. I'm sorry. If you're so sorry, then put her down! Alright now, Missile. I was really out of my head that day. Well, we could talk about this all later. Temsic meteorite's gonna fall very soon. Before that happens, I have to think of a way to do something about that fragment. And I'll do everything I can to help too! Well, I'm gonna need you to move a little bit. Actually, let's have a look at what we have. So basket, nozzle, nozzle, nozzle. It feels so weird to see me playing as a wiggly line. What if I hit him with a sweet potato instead of hitting him with a meteorite? Oh, look at that sweet potato! That big scary sweet potato! That's not a sweet potato, Missile, that's Minnow. Oh right, of course! But look at them, the potato and Minnow! Right now they both have the same shape! So you're saying you could swap them, huh? Good idea, Missile. Okay, here I go, and I'm gonna need your help. My help? I'll move myself out of the way. Oh, darn it! I can't reach! Oh, I know what to do. I need... Oh, did I screw myself over? I can't get over there now. Oh, because I think was Sissel over here earlier? I think I moved him here by accident. I need to hit the spray in the middle. I think I messed up. Wait, no, because Sissel was still in the nozzle. I didn't actually move him from the nozzle. Oh, but I don't think it would have let me switch to the sweet potato as I hit the nozzle, right? I don't think it gave me a chance to do that. I might have missed my timing. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Uh-oh, we have to change the fragment's path somehow. Well, maybe I need to swap it when... Maybe I just can't swap it now. Looks like both paths and fates can be difficult things to change. There has to be a way. If we work together, you and me, I thought we'd be able to do something. Bob, that's funny. I wonder why he's using the past tense. Like, am I just supposed to... just wait until something happens and then swap it midair? I feel like I missed my chance. Yeah, I missed my chance. I doubt we can move those two from that spot, which means we to do something with the Temsic fragment instead. That should be easy with our powers. I think you're right, Missile. This is gonna be the grand finale. Guess I better rewind the clock. There. That should be good enough, right? Because it doesn't hit Minnows. Just ploop. Oh, it's still... Oh, I thought it was a shard of the giant egg thing that got lodged with the fragments that embedded into him. I thought... Sorry, I thought it was the shard of that egg thing that, like, mixed in with the meteor and impaled him. So I was just like, oh, I already did it. I'll just sit back because I did it. He's gonna get hit by a sweet potato and he'll be fine. Can I not have to do this dialogue though? Hey, Kua Ghost, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're on the final chapter of this game. It's going really well. Yeah, we murdered that poor sweet potato. What good does this do me then? Oh, I need to swap Minnows here to block the meteorite, duh. No, no, sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button. I hate that the ZL opens up the menu. Okay, now I need to go back. Oh, Sissel needs to get out of the way though. How do I get Sissel out of the way? Uh-oh. Can I reach here from here? No, I need Sissel out of the way. I need Sissel out of the way, otherwise Missile can't get into it. Like, I can't beam into this. Oh! I know what I need to do. I did the order wrong. I wasn't supposed to swap from here to here. I'm supposed to do the reverse. I'm supposed to go from there to there. It's the way the controls work in this game. I did the order wrong, so now I can't get to it. I need to get Missile into the Yam first. See, like, moving between them is a little bit clumsy. Like, it adds a little bit extra element of gameplay here, but it's also a little clumsy. Now, you go in there, then I launch it. Oh my goodness. There we go. I'm just gonna flatten them instead. Oh look, the lamppost is bending. But it hasn't broken yet. It really is a wonder it hasn't snapped. Also, it's still funny that he's wearing his painter shirt in this ghost world. It just might hold out for a little while longer. If I recall, the Temsek fragment smashed through the glass lantern on its way down. But if Minnow sits firmly on its way, then fate should change. Do I just wait it out now? I mean, it might just crush Lyn, but whatever. It's about time for that meteorite to come down. Don't worry, Missile, I think we're ready for it. Look what's right in the fragment's path. Oh, okay, that giant sweet potato. If anything can get in the way, that ugly monster can. Ouch. Anyway, now the fragment's path ought to change. There, how's that? Look, the fragment's course. It changed a little. Now Yomiel's fate should really change. Wait a minute. Take another look at the fragment's trajectory. Now that it's changed, what's in its path? Wait, is it gonna hit the cat? In its path? No! Oh. Oh no. Ugh! Detective Jode! The Temsek fragment shot through his leg! What? But the cruel twists of fate weren't over yet. Ugh! Come on, put it down! Huh? Jode, put the gun down now! If you don't, you're going to shoot him! I don't know if it's his detective training or what, but even though he's shaking from the pain, the gun doesn't waver. Put the gun down! No! I knew it. This is my true fate. In the end, I stole his life away with my own hands. I won't let that happen! Missile, the bullet is stopped in midair! I'm here, inside the bullet! Now let's swap it with something! What? With what? Detective Jode, the meteorite fragment is what made you pull the trigger. We won't let you become a murderer. Oh, I thought they were just gonna let him actually shoot him and then that would just... like, Yomiel's death would be unavoidable. I guess we're gonna try to save everyone. We have to prove that murder isn't the detective's true fate. And to do that, we have to stop this bullet. There must be something with the same shape as the bullet around here. Oh my god, it's the yam. The sweet potato. Oh no, he got impaled on the... Wait, did he get impaled or has he just landed against it? There was a sharp thing there. Oh no, we stopped the bullet. We still couldn't save him. Oh. That's not true. My fate of getting pierced through the back might not have changed. But I'm still alive. What? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Okay, so your fate of death has changed, but still, This fate is just too painful to watch in every sense. I don't think so. As long as I'm alive, that's good enough for me. But we were overlooking one thing. The wheel of fate was still slowly turning. Oh no! Look out! Wake up, you gotta get out of there! Damn it, my leg won't work. Okay, we gotta swippity swap again. It's all over, we're out of time! Miss Lin! It's not over yet! But there isn't anything else to swap with! Why don't we just let it play out and then try to find another way next time? Even if she dies, all you have to do is possess her corpse. And then you can redo her last 4 minutes as many times as it takes. No, I won't do that. Also, this game would stretch out too long if I did that. Why not? Sure, the fact of her death would be erased, but her memory of it would remain like a scar in her psyche. I won't let that happen, if not if I can help it. But what can we do now, even if we work together? Oh, is Yomiel gonna use his power? He's gonna possess something. I think there might be something that can be done. What is it? What can Sissel and I do? Don't forget, I'm here too. With 3 kinds of powers among us, we ought to be able to fight this battle. This battle against the fate of death. Let's go! Yomiel! Sissel, your power is manipulating objects. Use your power to manipulate this. Huh? I don't get it. Just trust me, let's go. Alright, I'll try to move it there. Now gather your strength and make it spray as if your life depended on it. Spray as if your life depended on it! Sissel! I'm dead though. In that case, make it spray as if your death depended on it. Give it your all. And remember, you only have a split second. Now! Got it! Now it's your turn, Missile. What, me? But what can I do? I think you know the answer to that. Okay, got it. Oh, he's gonna crush himself. You can swap him. That hunk of concrete will go back to its original position. But even if I swap them, it'll still be above Miss Lin. Don't worry. Oh, is he gonna possess his body to push her out of the way, or push her body, possess her body, move her out of the way? One of the two. Okay, I'll do it. I'll swap them. It's no use, we can't stop that horrible minnow. What can we do now? I don't see how gaining a second or two helped. Oh, it helped alright. Those few seconds were exactly what I wanted. Last up, it's my turn. Your turn? You know what my power is, right? I can manipulate living creatures. Wait a minute, you mean... That's right. I'm gonna save that little girl. Save her by manipulating my own unconscious body. Damn, son. Oh, no. You gods. Why couldn't he just possess her unconscious body and then make her crawl? And then he'd still be out of... I mean, I guess because she's like unconscious or not strong enough, or... There must be a reason for it. I mean, I guess it's like poetic justice in the end. Him repenting for his deeds. While also getting Joe his hands clean. Ah, you're awake. Hey, mister, is your knee okay? Oh, it'll be fine. It's just a scrape. I'm lucky it wasn't a fatal hit, but the main thing is you're not hurt. You saved me, mister. I was just doing my job. The gods, they're the ones who saved you. What's your job, mister? Me? I'm a police detective. Do you think you could go call the police for me? I think you could do it quicker than I could. But... what's that? This is a detective's badge. We give them to children who've been very brave. A detective's badge? Thanks. Okay, you know what to do, little detective. Oh yeah, this music's great. Are you alive? Yeah, sadly. Hang on, help is coming. What made you do such a reckless thing? To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. When I came to, my body was already moving all by itself. It was as if somebody else was controlling me. Although technically that somebody else was me, so technically I was controlling me, so technically I wasn't really being controlled because it was also me. I see. But you know, I'm glad it happened. Hey, mister. I found this kitten. It was over there. Come to think of it, I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's probably a stray. It's kinda limp. Is it okay? So did the cat get hit by the meteorite instead, and then that cat is the one in the present, which is actually me, I think? Like a time loop of creating myself? I don't know. I think it's unconscious. That's funny, it doesn't look like it's injured or anything. Poor little kitty. How about if I take it to my house and look after it? Would you like to come home with me, little kitten? Well, it looks like his fate just changed in a big way. Whose fate? That kitten's, of course. Sissel's. Sissel? The name Sissel echoes in my head. That's my real name. These long, lonely 10 years. You were my one and only friend. How about it? Do you remember now? Old friend? I was his cat? You thought Jode was asking the... You were glad that Jode was asking the kitten to go home with him and not Lynn. Phew. Dodged a bullet there. I think I finally remember. 10 years ago, I was a little kitten that wandered into this park. I was weak and all alone in the world. Hold it! Oh, I think I need to hide myself so you can see the kitten. Somebody please look at me. I'm gonna wander into the middle of this gunfight. Huh? Oh, a kitten! Shoo, you might get hurt. Somebody please reach a hand out to me. I had just only died at the time. I had lost everything. My life, my memory. My body wouldn't move anymore, but I still managed to reach out a hand to him. The next thing I knew, my soul had transferred to the black kitten. With no recollection of who I was. I lived as a cat with you for a while. After a while, the man regained his memory. I went back to being just a cat, and then the man got his body back. I took my body back from the morgue. There was somebody I just had to go see. Just one more time. And he became a real cat boy. I took control of my body and hurried to her house. But I was just a little too late. I just missed her as she left this world. She left me a note that said, "I'm coming to you, Yomio." The man named me Sissel. It was the name of something important he had lost along with his life. His fiancée. He told me about it once, but I didn't understand what it meant. Those 10 years were very happy for me, but they weren't happy for the man, and there was nothing I could do for him. For 10 years I wandered through the darkness with no particular place to go. As time passed, my powers gradually changed. At first, I could only manipulate small creatures and objects, but then after a while I could manipulate people. That's when the darkness inside me deepened, and I started to get a little twisted. I wanted light. Distorted, artificial light. When I got my revenge on Lin, I would see that light, or at least, that's what I tried to believe. I left my old self buried in that junkyard and walked away. Black cat. I was possessing Sissel then. It wouldn't look very much like a murder if the corpse got up and walked away after all. So you borrowed the body of your old friend. Sissel was inside that bag I was carrying tonight. I had no intention of leaving my friend behind in this country when I left. But then, when I went to possess his body, I realized something horrible. What was that? Sissel, there inside the bag, was dead. Hey Kai! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being a froggy friend. So this game is basically cat and dog change the future. I guess you're right. What? Oh, so this part I was right about. I wasn't able to control her completely. The first bullet didn't hit anything. Or so I thought. But it did hit something, didn't it? It hit Sissel inside that bag. That's why I, as Sissel, also could not rewind time on my own body, because it walked away. Yeah, there's so many dead animals in this game. How many mice have we killed? Yes, that's when I lost my life. Right there in the presence of Temsic radiation. And that's when I got my powers of the dead. My ghost tricks. Wait, then who's Ray? I think I understand it now. Why I was the only one who couldn't get his memory back. It was because I thought the corpse was me. It was the only corpse I could see at the time, after all. But as it turns out, it wasn't the only dead body. My true death was hiding just behind that corpse. Now that I think about it, do you remember what you said? That you knew all along about me saving Lynn tonight. If you knew, why didn't you try to stop me? It's simple. Because I couldn't, even if I wanted to. Huh? Why not? Remember the thing about individual differences in the powers we get. I can control all kinds of things, from the living to the dead. But even so, there are some things that you can do that I can't. You mean... I can't even rewind time, let alone change the fate of a death. If I could do those things, I would have saved your life. Not only that, but I never would have just let my fiancée stay dead like that. But you're here 10 years in the past now. That's thanks to your powers. I just tagged along with you. In any case, now the starting point of this entire tragedy has changed dramatically, altering fate. The fate of your death, the kitten Sissel's fate, and I can just bet you the fate of the woman you love has changed too. Yes, I believe you're right. So this was the last fate to be averted, eh? Dang, this game is so good, I love it. So, Yomio, it looks like your plan for revenge ended in failure. Yes, and I'm glad too. I think I kind of understand now what you've been feeling these 10 years. She understood. She shed tears for me. That's when my revenge was over. She saved me from the darkness, and yet someone else falls in love with Lynn. Well, I guess it's time we got back. A new 10 years later was just born. Right, we should get back to our new present. I can't wait to see Miss Lynn and Miss Camilla again. Wait, so if we are back in the present, aren't we just gonna be in the bottom of the sea anyways, without a submarine now, because the submarine won't be there? Like, us that just jumped. But I guess we're gonna follow the trajectory of where our bodies are. So these past 10 years will all vanish. Well, not completely. The memories of all of us here will remain, including the memory of what I did, my crime. That's the way this game of the dead works, eh? No matter what the reason. There's no denying the fact I took Lynn hostage and tried to point a gun at her. I have no intention of running away from that either. The most inexcusable crime in my new life. Hey, Sissel. Yes? When we go back, our fates will no longer be interconnected. It will be like we never met. So before that happens, I want to say one thing. Tonight, I stole away your life with my own hands. I'm truly sorry. That's already a thing of the lost past. Our fates have changed now, right, Yomio? Thank you, Sissel. I'm so very glad I met you. Me too, Yomio. Sissel! Are we ever gonna see each other again? I couldn't stand it if we weren't. Don't worry, Missile. I bet we'll see each other again someday. 10 years from now, our paths are sure to cross. We'll just have to wait until then. Sissel, I'll never forget you. I'll never forget you either, valiant little doggy. Well, looks like you come to live with me now. So let's be getting home, little black cat. Home, huh? That sounds good, Detective Jode. I mean, I guess our souls follow wherever our bodies are in the present. It's not like when we go back in time, we end up where the corpse is regardless of where there is, or is not. We all witnessed the birth of a new beginning, and now, we're each going back to our own new present. We said goodbye to the parts of our stories that would be lost, believing that someday our paths would all cross again. Wait! Before you go back to a new present, I want to thank you. Ray! Before I cease to exist. Oh, it's you! Yes, it is I, Ray. Or, what voice did I give you? Yes, it is I, Ray, in case you have forgotten again. Thanks to you, everything has turned out as I had hoped. I'm really grateful to you, Sissel. Thank you. But don't forget, I was only on a journey to find my own lost memory. Yes, I know that. I know all about you. Can I ask you a question, Ray? I want to know, who exactly are you? Hey, Sile! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. Fair enough. I will tell you. Let me tell you about another version of tonight's events. Is Ray like a character that we already know, but from like an alternate universe that could have happened but didn't come to be now that we were erasing it? Does that make sense? You changed the fates of many people tonight. The first of which was hers. I still killed that guy though. If you had not been there for her tonight, her fate would have been to die in that lonely spot on the outskirts of town. If that had occurred, what do you suppose would have happened? Let me tell you a story. The story of a little creature. I hope it's not a long story, Ray. I'm kind of on a schedule here. After they stole her life that night, they broke into her apartment. Is Ray an alternate missile? No, missile! They stole the wooden box from the ceiling hiding place and left. And in the process... Wait, so is his power to... But his power is to swap. So is his maybe alternate missile's power is to... Because I guess if he got killed in the presence of Yomio, he was exposed to the radiation. But wait, wouldn't Camilla get powers too? I guess she wasn't standing close enough. Maybe alternate missile's ability was to jump timelines? Two little dead bodies were left behind. However, the little fellow's spirit lived on. He desperately reached out his paw toward his mistress, and that's when a miracle occurred. What? Look at that! The powers of the dead? But how? He didn't really understand it himself. Not yet, anyway. But with all you know now, I bet you understand it, do you not? Hey, wait a minute. Oh no, they're showing us the moment of the shot now. That's right. He died inside the aura of that strange energy. But unfortunately, with his meager powers, he was unable to save his little mistress. There just wasn't anything he could do with only the power to swap objects. He needed the power to manipulate objects in order to save the little lady. The little fella chased after the men, but there still wasn't anything he could do. In the end, he was left behind with the man in red in the deep, deep sea. And then, He went back. He went back to the world of 10 years before, to the moment of the man in red's death. What? This is a lot of exposition, Ray, to explain yourself. He decided to wait it out. He decided to wait until that night came again. Wait, so he went back to the past 4 minutes before death. Wait, but how did he do that without Sissel's power? And then he just remained there indefinitely? Can you do that? I guess we never tried. This is like some, like, Madoka magical girl stuff. And that's the other version of the story this night. But then how did he go back in time? He was in that locked room with Android Man and Yomiel. Yomiel's power is not to go back in time, though. But he didn't. But this guy doesn't have the power to go back in time because he would have done so to Camilla. Or maybe he always had the time, or maybe he always had the ability to go back in time, but it said that when he tried to do it to Camilla, he couldn't make a difference. So he has the power. He just said he somehow went back 10 years. Okay, well, let's keep reading. I'll stop speculating. And that's the other version of the story this night. A story that has taken these 10 years to be retold. So that was you, huh? Oh, he's old! That's right. I'm Missile. 10 years is a very long time in dog years. You couldn't change the fates of these people on your own. So you decided to wait out those 10 years out. Hey Ferg, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the sleeveless redeem. Exactly. And then at last, that fateful night rolled around again. Oh, we get 2 good boys. By this time, I had grown old and my powers were weak. So I decided I needed to find somebody to help me this time around. Somebody who possessed different powers than me. But wait a second, you were able to manipulate that desk lamp? Over the course of the long years, my powers changed. My ability to swap objects weakened. But I became able to manipulate small objects. And also, otherwise we can't explain this plot of the story, so all our powers change over years, apparently. But in that case, why didn't you cooperate with yourself? Because I couldn't. Huh? From watching the man in red, I found out there were individual differences in our powers. I couldn't do any of the things he could. Like travel through the telephone lines, for example. What? It may not seem like much, but it's a very important power. Especially if you're trying to chase somebody. But there's something I don't understand. You knew from the very beginning that I had that power. How did you know so much about me? Why wouldn't I? After all, we had met before. On that night, the first time around. We what? We met before. From listening to the conversation of the 2 intruders to the apartment, I learned that Miss Lin had lost her life at that junkyard on the edge of town. I followed the ghost world path to the junkyard and came upon an incredible scene. He's just dancing there. Imagine, if you will, there, in the darkness, a twisting and swiveling desk lamp. It made my fur stand on end, I can tell you. That was me? So I was shot on that night, the first time around as well. You had lost your memory that time too. You had just died and you felt confused. You declined to cooperate with me. I did what? I just want to find my own lost memory. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's what you said. And then you disappeared. Away over the telephone line. I'm really sorry I didn't help you. That's why I decided that this time, I would use that desire of yours to our mutual advantage. Mutual advantage? The only thing you were interested in finding was your own lost memory. If I could guide you along the right path to do that, we would both benefit. And namely, the right path would be the path to the man in red, to Yomio. What? I gave you the information you need to know to set you in the right direction. And then I gave you a time limit. A time limit? That's right. As you know, I said you only had until tomorrow morning. Oh, so that's why he also persevered past one day. I completely forgot about that. So it's a lie. If I hadn't done that, you wouldn't have found out the truth tonight. And the man in red would have been sealed away at the bottom of the sea forever. If that had happened, it would have been all over. Then you mean that thing about ceasing to exist? Oh, that? Completely made up. A little naughty of me, I know. But I just want you to use your time wisely. Oh boy. I hate to admit it, but this little doggy really outsmarted me in every way. Let's just call it the wisdom that comes with age. Also, how am I talking to him now? He just beamed himself into my brain because it's the end of the game and we weren't going to return to the junkyard, so it's like, let's quickly explain this with a bunch of exposition. Not that I mind, but I just wanted to point that out. Now it's time to say farewell. These past 10 years will cease to exist, and with them, so will I. Missile, I believed in you. I always knew you could do it. And so you did. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Missile, so you waited and waited these 10 long years. All for the sake of your two ladies, Lynn and Camilla, eh? Of course. Because that's what doggies do. Now then, farewell, Sissel. And so the story of a single night came to an end. Nobody but us knew what had really happened to this town tonight. I made my way back to a new present. He is such a good boy. And it goes beyond just being a dog. I know he gets points just for being a dog, but he is a good character. Huh? How come it's dark? I'll just turn on the lights here. I don't like where this is going. Yay! Were you surprised? You bet I was. You nearly scared me to death. Yippee, it worked! But it's not even my birthday today. It was my mom's birthday the day before yesterday. I made the surprise for her, but it came out so well I want to use it again. That's alright, Lynn. After all, we're celebrating the birth of your new position as detective, right? Really? Thank you, Detective Jode. Dad, you're home! Alright, Camilla, let me introduce you. This is Lynn. She was just assigned to the detective division today. Hi, Camilla, it's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Lynn. Congratulations on becoming a detective. Huh? Is something wrong? You have one of those badges too. Oh, this? Yeah. I have one just like it. My dad just gave it to me the other day. But yours looks a lot older than mine though. How long are you gonna keep wearing that toy badge, Lynn? What's wrong with it? To me, this is a symbol of a real detective. It's been 10 years since then, hasn't it? Who would have guessed you'd actually become a detective one day? When you gave me this badge, I just knew it. I just knew it was my destiny somehow. Destiny, eh? And now that I'm a detective, I'll find out where that destiny will lead me. That you will. That you will. Oh, hello. Don't tell me you're that same little kitten. That's right, the very one. You know what? This is a very, very special cat. He's 10 years old, but he's still a kitten. Still a kitten? Yep, he never got any bigger or anything. Wow, what a mysterious little fella. I know, right? His name is Sissel. Sissel? It seems to me I've heard that name somewhere before. I think Sissel likes you, Lynn. Alright everyone, let's start the celebration. She's really pretty. Okay, Mom. I bet you're just like me. Your destiny has led you here somehow too. And so we meet again, Sissel. From just that single night as a human, I got a glimpse into their world, and I learned something. Their fates, their lives, they were all interconnected. Somewhere, somehow, in some way. And now, this is my new fate. Look at them eat their chicken together. I guess I really am a cat. It suits me just fine to curl up and watch. Oh no, it went too fast. And it looks like I'll have plenty to watch here for quite a while. Oh, that was so good! I knew I would enjoy this game, but man, it really... Oh, sweet, we get to see more. Missile! Happy birthday to our lovely Lynn. Oh, I love they do the Ace Attorney ending. Like I said, it isn't my birthday. Hey, Missile, I thought I asked you to stay home and guard the fort. But birthdays are for celebrating together with friends and loved ones. Nothing like it, baby. The spaghetti! I love they're doing... Are they gonna do the Ace Attorney ending where we, like, see what all the characters are up to now? I love that. I love that because it's not too intrusive either. Hey, Phoenix. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? But definitely not good. Maybe now I could be a great detective, just like Inspector Cabanella. What kind of example is the Inspector providing for his men? Here's your food, gentlemen. Memory, what are you doing here? I heard you're gonna be picking new members for the Special Investigation Unit today. So you took on a part-time job here again, just so you could eavesdrop. Oh, you have no idea the lengths I'd go to reach my goals. I think Memory, even though she only appeared in the one chapter, I really liked her. She was funny. I've never cooked this way before, so exotic, so exciting. Turmeric, coriander, cumin, and fenugreek. Curry, chicken paradise, la la la. Is this really necessary, this new curried chicken menu item? Oh, but our very best customer requested it. Now, good luck with the taste testing. Oh boy, I don't think I could eat another bite. Just who exactly is this very best customer anyway? Not this guy. Not that guy. Whatever happened to these two, I guess. Are you sure we really need all those explosives? Not to worry, Beauty, my dear. I followed the instructions exactly. 20 kilograms of gunpowder, just like it said. Wait a minute, 20 kilograms? I thought it was 20 grams! Oh, I hate his wiggling. So this is where you work, huh, Papa? That's alright, sweetheart. Darling husband, don't you have any ideas at all you can give me? You must have heard some juicy stories, the indiscretions of a minister, perhaps? No, no, must you talk that way in front of our darling angel? Here's to the stodgy mind of my darling husband. This deal is going quite well. Oh, I must say, these grapes are quite good, my man. Your nose is about to scrape the bottom of the sea, sir. Be forewarned, sir. Egad! Keep it together, man. Are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? I believe I nearly died of fright just now. Look at all the birds! Love, peace, and pigeons. Long live rock and roll. Oh, and it's you again. Stop the park from charging admission. Protect the rights of those who live here. Oh yeah, I love Bailey. Today's the day, you know. He's finally getting out. You know, everybody's starting to get real tired of seeing you do that. Well, let me show you a new dance that's been passed down in our family for generations. We do this when we have a stomach ache. We call it Dance Away the Pain. I'm real interested in that one. Think you could show it to me, say, next week. You got it! There's a clip of Shu Takumi making that dance. I'll have to look it up later. "10 long years, Yomiel. Your time's up today. The young lady who always comes to visit you is waiting outside." Thank you, Sissel. Aww. You like they let Gyomio keep his shades. They seem to give quite a bit of freedom to the prisoners in this establishment. Aw, they're so cute all together. Oh, there's more credits. Cavanella is the wife in the picture. Oh, what a treat this game was. I mean, again, I knew it was gonna be great. Shutakumi never disappoints, but man, I really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad I finally got to play it. Like I said, I wanted to play the original one back in the day, but I couldn't find a physical copy. And I kind of found out about it late, and there weren't that many copies in circulation either. So I'm really glad I got to play it here. And actually, I really like, because it scaled up really well on the Switch, actually, so I'm glad I played this version. And here on stream, because that means I would give, like, my live reactions, which is always great. Because I know I like to play a lot of games on the channel where I've played them before, because I want to share the stories with you, but it's nice to have something where I can give you, like, genuine reactions. And again, I really like this game because, like, the mystery was good. They kept answering questions of ours, but also giving us new mysteries along the way. So it kind of, like, you know, kept us interested. Instead of, like, you know, just piling on more mysteries and more mysteries and more mysteries without solving them and then solving them all at once. The overall plot was slowly unraveled as we went, which was great. The characters were so charming, cute designs, the music was good, and, like, the use of the ghost trick mechanic was so clever. Like, not only is it just a fun, clever gameplay mechanic, but, like, the way that they incorporate it into the plot was very clever. And I really like that, because, like, when I play a lot of these, like, mystery games that have, like, a little bit of supernatural stuff in it, I love it when they have a game mechanic, and at first it's introduced as just a mechanic, and then later it gets integrated into the plot in, like, a very real way that doesn't feel too weird. So, and I think it's a good length, too. Like, the dialogue from the characters wasn't overly long, either. It was, like, long enough that, you know, explain everything, but it wasn't like, I know, sorry I keep picking on Raincode, but in Raincode, they talk too much and they repeat everything they do so many times, but here, they gave you, like, just enough repetition, but not enough to, like, bore you, just to remind you of some of the key points. And, like, it's a really good example of that. I also think it was just a really good length, too. I know this game is, like, on a shorter side, just in terms of, like, overall game length for most games, but I think for what it is and what the story it's trying to tell, I'm glad they didn't drag it out longer, and I'm glad they still kept it within, like, the constraints that they probably set out for themselves at the beginning. Yeah, this game gave me filled the void that I didn't get from Raincode. I want to look at the extras while we're here. We'll go through them quickly, though, because I know it's late. Some of the pictures for the characters for each of the chapters is a little bit odd, though. Like some of their choices here, but that's fine. Lead the way outside without failing. Oh, that was chapter 9, yep. Take aim and nail it on the second try. Fail by keeping the ball away from Mino. Avert fate without any deaths at the final fate change. Fail by removing a large symbol. Complete all 5x5 ghost puzzles. Okay. The illustrations we kind of saw as we got them. I guess we didn't see what Nearsighted Jigo and Think Ahead, whatever his name was, doing at the end. I mean, they weren't really that important, so... Well, this is the... Okay, that's the movie. And it's also kind of interesting how many characters don't have names. Even some that are kind of important, like the Pigeon Man. Just kind of interesting that they did it that way, but not in a bad way. Aw. Oh, concept art. Well, I don't know if I don't think I would have liked him as much if he had like the beard. Ooh, these are very different. Look at these dudes. And I like the style here. Like the characters are a bit cartoony, which lets them do like a few different things with their body shapes and their hair and stuff. Was this dog gonna be Missile? Or was this dog gonna be Sissel? Were they gonna put Dick Gumshoe in here? Is that... Oh, I guess this is supposed to be Cabanella. I kinda like this guy, actually. There's a lot of NPCs that they were working on. Look at the chef, he looks like a fish. Oh, I love seeing like sprite animation sheets. I have the Blaze Blue art book, and they have a lot of this inside it. Except it's a fighting game, so the animations are a little bit more complex. But it's really cool to see like frame by frame drawings. Aw, Missile. There's a lot of this concept art. It's like all Lin. I mean, I guess because we don't really see Sissel on screen that much. They did so much for Lin. I mean, I guess she is like, obviously a very important character. Look at her trapped in that little elevator. This lady was surprisingly interesting too. I didn't think much of her when we first met her, but when we came back to her, she was pretty quirky, but I liked it. I think like surprisingly, like some of my favorite characters are like the waitress lady and Bailey. Turned out to be pretty fun characters. I kind of liked the big cyborg man too. Look at her throwing the mouse. Those poor mice. So much of this concept art in here, which is great. Sometimes games only give you like a little bit of concept art in the gallery, and then most of it you have to get from like the physical art book or something. Oh, I also liked Beauty. She had an interesting design. Cabanella had a lot of really good animations too. So much in here. Hey, Trey Fortuna, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. We finished the game. We're looking at the art gallery now really quickly. This little crooked tail. Yeah, you can tell they had fun with this. I also like this design. the trash can version. He's got like an Inspector Gadget propeller in that one. Okay, that's the end. Memories? Oh yeah, this is just... I guess we'll have one last look through... Actually, I'll hide my VTuber model. We'll have one last look through the gallery here. Of course, we have the music. I also like that, like, certain major characters have their own musical themes. I always enjoy it when games do that. Those puzzles. What's this? Oh, is this just a mix-up sliding puzzle thing? Oh, it is. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna do this. Oh, it's a moving one. That's kind of cute. Yeah, I'm not doing these, but that's cute. Does this one have dancing? Yes, it has him dancing. That's charming. It's just them running. Well, there we have it. Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Hey, it's Kiro from the future here. It's the next day, the day after I finished Ghost Trick, and there's just a couple extra things that I want to mention and put into this VOD before I forget, just to get my thoughts out that I didn't think of at the time. One thing that I thought was actually really interesting upon further reflection, and I think I thought about this during the stream, but I didn't really say it, was we actually had like a number of little clues as to Sissel being a cat, which I thought was actually really clever in hindsight. Like, for example, him being a cat explains why he wasn't able to read, for example, or didn't know what certain everyday household objects were, very much in the same way that Missile did, for example. Or he mentions that he likes small, dark places to curl up in. He seems to have a slight fascination with mice, among other things. Like, I think there's a couple like idioms they use in the game that involve cats, like "cat got your tongue," that kind of allude to the fact that he is a cat. So I think, in the future, if I ever replay this game, or if you decide to go back and play this game for yourself, I think you might catch more of those things the second playthrough, just because you are aware of Sissel's identity, which I think is actually really cool and very clever. And so, overall, I really liked this game. It was just so much fun. The puzzles were good. The story was good, the characters good. I think if I had to pick one thing to improve about the game, and it's just a smaller thing, and again, this game is originally a Nintendo DS game, so I can kind of understand, but when you first get Missile and his power to swap objects, the controls are a little bit funky. Like, it's not that they're hard, there's only a couple buttons, but like swapping between Missile and Sissel just seems a little bit cumbersome. And the fact that the two of them cannot pass each other on the map. So like if Missile is occupying an object, then Sissel can't go through that object. And as you can see in chapter 18, that actually like messes me up during one of the puzzles. I have to redo it. So I wish that they could like pass over each other, or maybe if they, instead of swapping between the two of them, maybe like you hold a different button down to do something. I guess that doesn't really work because Missile can travel different distances than Sissel, so it's not like I could just control one dot and then have Missile like swap their powers with the tap of a button. But maybe if they, I think if they did that, they would have to redesign some of the maps and the way the objects are oriented, which would change some of the puzzles. So I can see why they wouldn't do that. But maybe at the very least, instead of making ZL open up the records menu, put the records menu on the pause screen with the plus button on the Switch instead. I think would have been better, because then I kept hitting the menu, or I kept hitting the records button by accident when I was trying to like ghost when I had both Sissel and Missile, because there were more buttons involved, and it would open up the records, which takes a second to load and then unload. Of course, that's a really minor thing, and of course, if you're playing the Steam version, you can remap the buttons, I'm sure. But I just thought it was worth mentioning. I got used to it, but that first chapter when you had both Sissel and Missile was a little bit hectic because of that, and also because there's a bit of a time pressure as well, because you're trying to prevent the death and you have a limited amount of time to do that, and I'm panicking trying to press the buttons and swap the characters, especially since I guess the first time I didn't realize that you could spin the globe to make him stay on the globe longer, so I was like, I'm in a rush, and I had to press the buttons too fast. So I think the controls for Sissel and Missile co-op could be just slightly improved, but that's a very minor thing that I would have to point out. But for the most part, everything else is really good. Of course, there's like a couple moments in the game where the physics doesn't really work realistically, but like it makes sense for the context of the puzzle. But it's just like a little bit unexpected, which I guess is part of the whole trial and error thing of the game, which again, I am totally fine with. I think that's part of puzzle solving too. Anyways, I just thought I'd mention that before we go back to the VOD. What a charming game. What a charming game. I'm so glad I got to play it. Again, it came out on the same day. I mean, the HD remaster came out on the same day as Raincode, so at the time I picked Raincode because it was newer and I was going to do this one after. So this definitely gave me my fix for like a good, interesting mystery with some puzzles that Raincode didn't give me. Speaking of that, tomorrow, well, I guess technically later today because it's bleeded into the next day, late tonight, 7 p.m. PST, I'll be streaming again. We're playing another thriller mystery game. It's called Death Come True. It is also written by the writer behind Danganronpa and Raincode. So at first I was excited because I was like, I love Danganronpa, but now that I played Raincode, I'm like, uh-oh. I hope it's good. Anyways, it's a short game that we'll probably finish in just one stream anyways, and I'm excited because I don't know anything about it. So join me tonight, later today. We're going to be playing Death Come True, and then doing more Umaneko later this week to try to wrap up episode 7. So, yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you so much for staying up late with me and finishing this game. Again, a longer stream than usual, but I'm really happy that we finished this game in a single, well, this third of the game in one stream, actually. And thank you so much for all the new follows, and all the subs, and the raids. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's nice to meet more of you guys. And again, if you... Here, let me type it. If you want to see more games I've played, you can check out my YouTube. I typed in the chat here. I have over 60 different Let's Plays now fully on YouTube, and a lot of them are also mystery games and visual novels, although there's also RPGs, JRPGs, and other things. So, or check out my Twitter. I posted my schedule for this week, and you'll see other updates there as well. Assuming it's still called Twitter now. I don't know. Today was the day that he announced that he was going to change it to the X or whatever. I wonder if anyone's actually streaming still at this hour that we can raid. Oh my gosh, people are still streaming. Okay, let's stick around. We're gonna raid Juan. I have not raided him before. He's playing Honkai Star Rail, and he's doing his 10k subathon celebration. Exciting. Okay, so stick around for that raid, and I'll see you guys next time, whether that be later tonight or later this week. Yeah, thank you everyone. Take care. Hope you had a good time. Bye-bye.